So let's talk about crypto and taxes. And actually, before we get into actual taxes and crypto, let's talk about taxes in general. You know, there was a time, roughly a little over 100 years ago, where we barely paid any taxes at all. But then the formation of the Federal Reserve, and well, here we are. Then we had World War I, World War II, and they introduced more taxes every time we had a world war. And the taxes were supposed to be temporary just to pay off whatever we spent on the war. But you also, I mean, you should know this. If you don't know this, governments, once they implement something, especially when it feeds them money, well, they're not going to take it away. And if you understand the Constitution, taxes are unconstitutional, at least income taxes. Now, this is why I'm really excited about the incoming president, because sounds to me like if he does what he thinks he's going to be able to do, our taxes are going to be very, very low. And in some cases, you may not be paying taxes on any of your crypto. But as it stands right now, you have short-term capital gains, long-term capital gains, roughly 15 to 20, 30%, give or take. And yes, unfortunately, you're going to have to pay those taxes. But I'll let you in on a little secret. You can push your taxes off. Now, yes, you will pay interest and sometimes you'll pay penalties. But ask yourself, if you're going to pay, I don't know, let's just use a number. Let's just say you got 100 grand and you were going to pay 20 grand in taxes. But you decide to push your taxes off until this next bull run is over. And you make a 5 or 10x your money on that 100 grand. But you have to pay an extra 5 grand in penalties and interest. Wouldn't it have made sense? Now, by no means am I telling you to not pay your taxes. Pay your fucking taxes. But just understand that there are ways, if your bets are correct, if crypto gives us the returns that we think it will, it might be better off, or you might be better off keeping some of that money in your pockets versus giving it to Uncle Sam, because you know they're not going to spend it right either. Now that brings me to my next point. Why do we pay so much in taxes? Why is that? Oh, but the billionaires don't. Well, the billionaires understand how to use the system while everybody else in the middle gets completely fucked. Well, actually, the people at the bottom barely pay any taxes. The people at the top barely pay any taxes. But it's really everybody else in the middle. And is there a way that we can stop this? And the answer is yes. If you go back 100 plus years, and again, people are going to say, that was 100 years ago. It's a different world. Listen, okay, you want to pay taxes? You want to be that guy in the comment that's like justifying the fact that we pay taxes? Fine. Be that dude. But if you're somebody that's like, you know what? Is there a way? I really want to know. Well, yes, there is a way. And that's why Trump is talking about tariffs. Did you know that over 100 years ago, we used to use tariffs to pay for most of all the needs and necessities that the government had to spend money on? Then let's insert Doge, this whole Department of Government Efficiency with Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy. Imagine if we could cut out, I don't know, 2/3 of what our government spends on just useless garbage. We're talking hundreds of billions of dollars per year on shit that we shouldn't be paying for because you and I are fitting the bill. And is that money even being used for what they say it's being used for, or is there some funny business behind the scenes? How much of the money that we've sent over to Iraq and Ukraine for these wars was actually used that's going to benefit us and the people of those countries? Or was it contracts for the military-industrial complex? Was it money laundering? What was it? Just want you guys to think about this stuff. Send this to your woke friend. Maybe we can get their mind moving as well, because regardless if you're left or right, I mean, do you really want to pay taxes?